In other news, police are turning up the heat in a rape investigation against one of the world's most famous soccer players. Investigators in Las Vegas obtained a warrant to get a DNA sample from Cristiano Ronaldo. It's part of a recently reopened case stemming from a rape allegation in 2009. Ronaldo claims the sex was consensual, and his attorney dismisses a new warrant as a very standard request. The Atlanta Police Department suspended an officer following an indictment in a crash. Officer DeJoria Phillips is accused of running a red light without her sirens on and crashing into another car. The victim, Lisa Williams, had her left arm amputated. Phillips is suspended with pay and will have a hearing with the APD chief next week. President Trump's former lawyer will air his dirty laundry under oath and on national television. Michael Cohen has agreed to publicly testify on February 7th before U.S. House lawmakers. The hearing is scheduled a month before Cohen is set to report to prison for campaign finance violations.